Hi, I'm Madison.
Hey.
What was your favorite spell in the movie?
Well, even though I suffered bad from it, the Sectum Sempra spell is pretty cool. Yeah. And that was the first time I ever got to wear, I've always wanted blood. I don't know why, but young actors, we always want blood. And they hooked me up with this fake prosthetic chest in which they pumped blood through tiny little cracks in my chest that sort of leaked into the shirt and then sort of went into the water. And I remember it being in the water, you know, doing the whole thing. And whenever they said cut, I was like, yeah, man, look at this. And I remember giving my phone to some of the people that helped me out. I was like, take pictures, man, take pictures. And that's actually, it reminds me of, it's sort of going back a while, but into the, it's the third film, but yeah, third film with Buckbeak and the whole him attacking me thing. And they had, for Robbie Coltrane to look huge, they make models of us looking tiny. So they built a sort of basic replica model of me, just a tiny bit smaller. And I had so many pictures of this dummy, like this poor dummy was like this in pain, and there's me like, right next to this. And nothing terrified my mum more than this fake dummy in pain looking like dead lying on the floor. I wanted to take it home with me and chuck it under some car wheels and that while they're moving. But
stick it in the bed some night when you need it.
Yeah, sure. Terrifying my mum, yeah. I think they're like £70,000 each though, so they kindly rejected me on that one.
Hi Tom, this is Biesta Laurie from feltbeats.com.
Hey, big shout outs to Felt. For those who don't know, feltbeats.com do so much for me fan-wise. I don't have an official fan base, fan site that I personally run, but feltbeats.com do it all for me beautifully. So a big thank you to all their efforts. Thank you. Sorry, continue.
We're taping this question and answer session, and we're wondering if you could do a shout out for our beloved administrator Misha, because today is her birthday.
Serious?
Yes.
Over here? Big happy birthday, Misha. I mean, I know you started this all off now, and you've helped so many people along the way, and some great things have happened. I mean, I know you've changed people's lives. I mean, far from mine, but people that you work with and stuff. So happy birthday, and again, a big thank you. I can't wait to meet you. It's been so long, man. I want to put a face to the name. Thank you. Is that okay? Cool.
We have about 10 minutes at this point.
Cool.
If you could be any other character in the movie, what would that be?
Yeah, people ask me that one. Hermione? I don't know. I use that joke all the time.
You keep coming back to that.
I know, it's not that good, is it? I don't know, I really couldn't picture playing anyone else. I suppose, you know, Lucius's son, but again, that's kind of a cop-out of an answer, really, isn't it? I don't know, there's no one I think I could really embody else. I enjoy playing him far too much, really. And the blonde, I've got kind of attached to it over the years. I don't think ginger or brown would work as well, I don't know. We'll see.
Hi, I might be the only one in this room that doesn't know, but I've listened to your music on YouTube, absolutely adore your voice, and was wondering if you had a CD or any plans for CD.
Yeah, you know, there's some stuff available on iTunes. I mean, I was very skeptical about putting it out there, really. The last thing I want to do is I'm not trying to branch out of careers or anything like that. It's just, I put the video on YouTube for a friend of mine who lives abroad under a different name with the hope that, you know, nothing's ever going to happen with it. It didn't. It got leaked pretty quickly, and just due to the real positive response that I got, I felt like I wanted to share some more. I record it anyway for my own pleasure, so it's not a case of me making it for other people. I make it for myself. It's just a case of whether I want to share it or not. And people have been so nice about it that I feel like I want to share it. And you know, I'm the first to admit there's 1,000 wrong chords and bum notes and crap recordings and stuff like that, but I think that's one of the things I like about doing it is that it's very, very raw. A lot of people have said, why don't you go into the studio and why don't you get like a professional band, but I don't want to do that, man. Most of the songs are written in about an hour, recorded in the next hour, and then, you know, it's great. It's amazing that people here have heard it. That really kind of, not freaks me out, but it's amazing. That's, you know, people are listening to something that I've made in my bedroom. It could took me 2 hours, and people are listening to it halfway around the world. You know, so it's a real honor for me to do that. One of the big things I'm big on is like leaving something behind. You know, like leaving something behind when it's all over. And the music is a real personal thing to me. So I'm happy to share it.
Hi.
Hey.
I was just wondering, who inspires you to act on or off the set?
There's so many, there really is. I confess a lot of it comes from on-set performances. Jason helped me out a lot, Jason Isaacs on the second film. He gets a lot of lady love, Jason, yeah. I'm going to try and convince him to come back next year. I think he'll be game, So yeah, I mean, he helped me out with the whole evil thing. He does this great thing where he's this charming gentleman and he's talking to you in this way, and they say action, he just turns into this vile person instantly. It's kind of scary to see it happen. So most actors take like 3 or 4 minutes to get into character, but he just snaps straight into it. And the same with Helena, brilliantly. She's such a polite, lovely lady. She turns into a complete psycho as soon as they roll camera. And everyone's just in awe. Like, I see the guy holding the mic, the boom, is just sort of like wide-eyed, like, oh my god, man. It's terrifying, it really is. And for such a lovely lady to be so scary, but no, it's great fun to see that.
This may be a question more for the writer or the director, but I'm hoping they may have given you some insight.
Sure.
I take my adaptations of books very seriously, and I think one major point that was in the book was that Harry couldn't master nonverbal spells, and that was the reason he couldn't defeat Snape in the end. But in the bathroom scene, you were both going at it with nonverbal spells, and I was wondering why that decision was made not to have that completely.
Yeah, massive confession here. I have no input at all in regards to the decisions. There are, they're definitely made strategically. They're not just they haven't just said, oh, let's just do it. There will be a reason. I confess, I don't know why. It's kind of difficult for me as well because I read the books when they come out, and then 2 years later we get a script. So it's kind of hard to remember exactly, specifically, you know, how they correlate and how they differ. But if you bring a book onto the set, it causes mayhem because people, you know, they have references and then they want to, they want to change things. And so I personally feel it's not my real place to step in and say, I don't think this is right. And as much as I have an input on my character, I don't want to start telling the director what I think is right and wrong. So I get the script and I do my best I can with what I get, really. But I'll put it forth to them and see what they say. I'm intrigued now. Thank you.
Okay, hi. I was just wondering, can we hear your American accent you've been working on?
It's not getting there too quickly, I confess. To do it in front of you all now would be a shocking, I'm worried that someone would see it, a casting agent would see it and say, no man, we'll rule him out completely. But it's great actually being here because it gives me, it's nice to hear it all the time. The more I hear it, the more it seems to be common nature. I'm using a lot of your phrases already, man. I'm calling everyone buddy. Hey buddy. So yeah, it doesn't take long for it to rub off on me, to be fair.
Okay, hi.
I appreciate you asking. Hey.
I'm Laura, and
Hey, Laura.
I just want to say before I get started, I'm a really big fan of Draco Malfoy. And I
Thank
think
you.
you are awesome, and you're one of my favorite actors.
Rock on. Thank you very much.
My question is, like, what do you like to do when you're not filming?
A lot of people seem to think that we're very, you know, what do you do when you're not at school? I assume you watch TV or read a book or listen to music. I mean, fairly normal stuff. I hate to sound boring, but yeah, pretty much that. I mean, obviously, we read a lot of scripts that get sent our way or whatever. I enjoy doing that. I'm not a big eater, so I don't do a lot of cooking, I confess. Again, I'm an awful cleaner, so my house is a little bit messy. I probably should do more of that. But yeah, I don't know. What does every other 21-year-old do, you know? Have a sorry? Get drunk. I have the odd beer with my friends, yeah, I confess, but we're not getting plastered on the set every day or anything like that. Yeah, well, just normal activity. I love to drive, so, you know, I drive quite a bit. A lot of friends live miles away from me, so I have to do lots of driving.
Hi, I'm Julia.
Hey, Julia.
You mentioned a Harry Potter musical earlier.
Yeah.
And I was wondering what you thought of how Draco Malfoy's portrayed in that.
I confess, I don't have a